Hello everybody, welcome to a new video, and this is the long awaited test video on the new beta update that is coming soon into Certified Reworked. I'm here with my alt account, Box Juniors. You can see I have him in mobile so I can control him, and let's get right into it. So let's start with the very first features, such as for example a overall rework of the shop. The shop no longer has the menu on the front blocking like everything. Instead, you have this cool camera movement and you have the shop all around your shop. You have the leave UI, the purchase slash uh equip UI down here, the name, the damage and the description and the ability here, and the ability to switch in between badge and regular swords right here. There will also be pages, but right now there's only 5 swords in the game, so I can't really show that right now. So once there's more swords in the game, you will see that this page thing can go up from 1 to any number. Anyways, there has been also some changes to the PvP system in the game, such as for example, classic sword. The classic sword basically has still the same damage, and it has a changed description and its abilities launch. And it's the obviously the first sword in the game. It costs 0 coins and it will all be automatically equipped. So we can leave the shop. You can see in the leaderboard, you can see sword, classic sword. Both me and my auto account have a classic sword. Now there's this giant circle, which is the PvP area. I've implemented a PvP area so you can step in into PvP and you can already have your sword equipped and leave and your sword will be gone. And yes, you can equip your sword, fight and then leave and then come back and it still works. Here, let me get my alt account towards the circle so I can showcase some of the damage stuff. Okay, so you can see the sword no longer uses the old Shalesky coded sorting where the sword just moves down. Now the swords have their own animations, and the lunge for the classic sword has been removed from just being a passive ability, and now it's just a ability that you need to press E or the giant E button that will appear in mobile right around this area. So if I press E, I do a lunge. As you can see here, I can attack box units. You can see I deal 5 damage, and I can do a lunge for 10 damage. And that's about it for the basic classic sword. Now we can go back to the shop. In here, we can see the newly reworked speed coil sword. Now this one got a major rebalance. Number one is the description obviously got changed, and the damage got buffed a little bit, and its ability is still speed, it's passive. In other words, you still go fast, but not as fast as you used to go before. You now go from a walk speed of 32 now to 22. This is a major change to Speed Coil Sword because now the Speed Coil Sword has a reduced attack cooldown, so you can attack much quicker than the other swords. As you can see right there, I can attack much quicker than something like the classic sword. You can see it there. I can attack much faster. Obviously, the reduced damage is basically is there to make it well fair for everyone because you're going faster than normal. And yeah, that's the changes to the speed coil sword. I think it's honestly pretty rebalanced or I guess balanced. Is it still basically the worst sword in the game? I think so. I'm not sure if I should give it maybe a little buff, but yeah, it's still technically the worst sword in the game. Now onto the next sword, which is the gravity coil sword. This got renamed from jump coil to I guess jump sword to gravity coil. The damage is still the same. Well, I guess it got buffed a little bit. Classic sword, I do plan to buff it a little bit to deal a little bit more damage than every other sword to make it a little bit better than the others. Anyways, the new gravity coil sword, which replaced the jump sword, still has the ability of jumping high, but this time with low gravity, just like a jump coil in gravity coil. Yeah, you can see there, I have lower gravity. It's still basically the same. It has its attacks, no lunge, just slashing and jump high. So there's not really much to talk about with that sword. The next sword is the regen coil sword. This replaced entirely the healing coil sword. I mean healing coil. The healing sword. It still deals the same amount of damage, and it's now based off of the regeneration coil. It still does the same thing where it heals through damage. For some reason, the coil keeps breaking every time I update this testing area. But yeah, imagine there's a coil there. And as you can see, it deals the same amount of damage. But if I deal myself uh, a bit of damage, you can see I can go to box units here and start slashing. You can see I start healing. It's still basically the same, but the sword is now just a new model, a name. And finally, the last sword to have a rework right now from the original 6 is the car sword, which was the broom sword back then. You can see here, it still deals the same amount of damage again, but its ability, it has been fixed to now, well, shoot the car, and when it hits somebody, just hit box units towards this area, it will ragdoll the user. So when I hit them, you can see they're ragdoll and they get launched. Now it's a little buggy when you're using shift lock on mobile. That I'm probably gonna fix that later on, but for now it's a little buggy. As you can see, the car has now new sound effects, which being, well, the vine boom when it hits a person, and it also is, well, much cooler in general because it blinks people compared to the other one which just launches people upwards. So yeah, that's about it for the swords in general and what it's what I can mostly show right now. And just to clarify, yes, the invisibility sword is not there, even though it is in the actual game, and I'm not removing it. It's just that the invisibility sword, it basically stays the same. There's no changes to it. So yeah, some other changes I do plan for Certified Rework are, well, basically the badge swords, and I won't show you guys what the badge swords will be or what they are gonna do. I'm just gonna say they some of them are, well, pretty hard to get, and they all are pretty cool. I like them. As for when this update will release, I'm still not sure. I have gotten a lot of things finished in general. There's still some fixes to bugs, and I still need to implement a few sorts into the game. For example, the invisibility sort, which is still on the works. And yeah, that's about it for this video. I hope you guys liked it, and I plan to release more videos talking about what will be coming into my game. I at least plan one more after this one in like a few days or weeks, maybe, if game development goes smoothly, because I have been quite offline this uh, basically this entire month. But now I have gotten back into this and I'm trying my best to finish this as early as possible. Anyways, that's about it for this video. See you guys later.